This episode of Tech Thing is brought to you by Dell. Hey everyone, Shannon Morse here, and this is my final day of CES 2019. I'm actually in my home studio, but I had one more episode that I wanted to get out for you. Today is my weirdest picks from CES 2019. Now, I have 4 different items that really stood out to me as weird, different, kind of cool, and unique items that I really wanted to share with you. So starting off, we're going to talk about the Thronos. So the Acer Predator Thronos, this actually came out or was introduced a couple of months ago, but this is a giant gaming chair. Kind of sets up like IKEA furniture if you decide to purchase and receive one, so you would end up with a bunch of crates that you would have to build and put together. But this thing has fully customizable RGB lighting. It has a vibrating chair that can sync to video games as you play if the video game is customizable like that. And it also has VESA mounts on the back for the monitors. Now, the one that I was able to check out did come with everything that you see in this video right now. It had the mouse, the keyboard, the mouse pad. It had 3 different curved monitors that were able to be VESA mounted onto it, and it also included the Acer Predator Tower as well, which had updated graphics and CPU and RAM and everything else included in it as well. Now, if you're interested, I did ask if this was coming to the market or if it would just be available for like esports arenas. It will be for consumers, hence Consumer Electronics Show, but it will cost $10,000. Or more if you decide to get the one that has the tower and everything else included. So it's quite pricey. It was also very unique and surprisingly comfortable. Now, this next one was pretty adorable. Unfortunately, I only ended up seeing it in passing, so I got a very, very short video of it, but it's called the Fravel Suitcase. So the Fravel Suitcase comes with little cat ears on the top, comes in a bunch of different pastel colors, and it starts at $299. Now, you may think that is pretty pricey for a piece of carry-on luggage that might not even fit in the carry-on, or it might get damaged if you have ears on the top of it. So I asked about this. It turns out that it does have a USB battery inside of it, which charges it, and there is also a charger for all of your mobile devices, like your smartphone, that you can plug in via a USB port. That battery is removable, as well as the cat ears, so you can take off the cat ears and then store it either above in the carry-on, or you can check your luggage if you want to do that as well. Now, it does, as I said, comes in a bunch of different pastel colors, and it also has very, very cute little feet as little paws for a little kitty cat. The interesting thing about this, and why I liked it, is because when you pet it, it has a little heart on the front that beats really fast if you pet it more often, and its ears wiggle, so it responds to what you are doing with it. So very, very cute piece of equipment. I'm hoping that I can get one in to actually review and see how it works, because it's definitely something that I could see myself carrying around. It matches the hairstyle. What can I say? One that I probably wouldn't use, but one that I can see other people using, especially if they are medically inclined, is called the Puffco Smart Rig for Cannabis Concentrate. So this is basically a concentrate vaporizer. It's a contraption that helps you consume weed or marijuana concentrate at the correct temperature, which apparently is an issue. Sometimes you might find that your marijuana might be the incorrect temperature when you go to smoke it or use it. It turns out all you have to do is stick your weed inside of the bowl, and then you press a little button to start. Eventually it turns green when it's ready, and then it stays at that temperature for 40 seconds, which gives you plenty of time to go ahead and use it. The glass on the top can be removed and cleaned, and then you can refill it with water as often as you need to. And it can also be replaced with custom ones that are made by a series of artists. So it's nice that Puffco and their Smart Rig is contributing to helping artists gain some momentum, especially in that realm and that genre. And I thought it was a pretty cool piece of equipment. This cost $379.99, and it is available now, and they're just releasing all of the artists' glass cases. Now, number 4 is the Acer ROG Mothership. Yes, it is called a mothership. This, they are saying, is a Surface Pro for gamers. Now, when it's closed, it looks like a very large laptop that just so happens to have a stand on the back. But when you open it, you can actually pull off the keyboard and you can use that separately, or you can replace that keyboard with another one of your choosing and use this as a desktop replacement. Now, the reason why I found this interesting is because all of the components are, instead of being underneath the keyboard like you would usually see on a computer, they're up on the back here, which also you would think would make it very, very large, very fat piece of equipment. It turns out it's still pretty slim, at least when I was looking at it. The stand on it is very, very sturdy as well. I was able to move it around and keep it positioned, no problem. And I love that the keyboard detaches and you're able to replace it with a different piece of gaming peripherals if you want to. It is aluminum throughout, and the whole point of putting all of the components on the back is to give it more fan ability. So you have intakes all over as well as outtakes all over it, and I thought it was actually pretty cool. It is spec'd out on the inside as far as those components go. It's got an i9 CPU, 64 gigs of RAM, it's got a 2080 GPU, and then 2 solid-state devices. And of course you can upgrade some of those parts. The display on this thing is full HD and it is G-Sync, which is great for video gaming, but we unfortunately don't have pricing or release date availability at this time. So hopefully we will see that release this year because it's unique. Weird, but unique, as well as everything else in this video. So comment below, tell me what things you want to see us review in future episodes from CES 2019. I would love to know. And don't forget to subscribe to all of our CES 2019 coverage here on youtube.com/techthing. I'm Shannon Morse. Thanks for watching. Alienware's redesigned identity, which is called Legend, stays true to their core design tenets. Sci-fi culture, industrial design, easily distinguishable characteristics. Legend starts from the ground up, keeping every single millimeter fine-tuned for purpose, character, and style. You can see Legend in action with the new Alienware Area 51M, which is available soon. Find out more about how Alienware is innovating the gaming platform at Dell.com, and we thank Dell for their support of TechThing.